Welcome to this episode of Video Drone by DIY 3dtech.com. We're going to fly on the Oakglen. So we've already checked hover. We're good to go. We've done our maintenance checks. So let's get this bird in the air. And we got recording going. And so let's get it out there because she's coming and she's not going to wait for us. I pushed the wrong button. Still recording. There she is. So we'll fly out on her. Get a little bit of altitude here so we can get a better look. So we're up about 100 feet or so. So we got a nice picture of her coming down. So the Oakglen, she's an ore carrier. I believe it's a Canadian flagged ore carrier. So she's headed up the lake. Looks like she's running empty from the way she's drafting there. So got some really nice views of her. Had to get out here quick to get some video of her. I caught her on the maritime map coming up. And so don't have any battery left on the Typhoon, so we're going to film it with the Spark, which is good. I've got the cheap Chinese polarizer on here, so it does a great job. So we're just kind of watching her drift up lake a little bit. And I'm going to take it out a little bit more as she's coming up, get a little bit closer shot, then kind of drop in behind her. So taking it out there, got the Spark right up there, just hanging in there. We're not actually out that far, so getting some good video. I'm going to gimbal down a little bit, kind of center in the frame. Actually, one of the things I want to do is I'm going to drop out a video real quick here. I'm going to switch back here and I'm going to grab a pano of this real quick. That's probably not the best idea. Let's start the video back up. Yeah, the pano will probably move it, so I need to change that out actually. But just really nice video of her sitting in there, just kind of gliding up the lake. We'll actually run out after her a little bit because we're only out there about 400 some feet. And we'll let it pull out as she's moving up. And getting some good video, nice colors. I think I'm going to try some of those LUTs on this one. Looks pretty good. And just still tracking it out there about 500 feet or so. She's going past the buoys out there. And we're just tracking her up. And still holding tight with her out there as she moves up. And just moving tight. Really a rather calm day for this late in November actually, and we're just actually kind of keeping pace with her. So we're out there now about 800 feet. I'll stop at about 1,000. We still have pretty good battery, so just kind of pulling it along as it is a little bit cold. So it's probably high 40s, low 50s out here right now. And we're coming up on 1,000 feet. Around 1,000 feet, I'm going to call it done and just kind of let her kind of drift on out there into the, well, the sunset's actually the other way, so we'll let her, she'll drift the counter to sunset. I'm not sure quite what that is, but anyways, Nice colors, nice colors. I'm really happy with the colors that are coming off this Chinese polarizer. I'll have the link below. I've got something set up on Video Drone. The link will be down below. All kinds of filters, so for the Spark. So, you know, if you're into Spark video, this is it. Also, like I say, I've come across some real interesting LUTs. There's an Italian guy on the side who's come up with about 20 different LUTs, and it's about 15 bucks for the package, and you get 20 of them, so less than $1 a piece. And so far, I've really been liking them. So they're not really stark in contrast, but they do bring out the colors, especially the waters and things like that. So I'm really excited about using those. So you probably see me use quite a bit more of those, especially now that Power Director 16 is out, and Power Director 16 uses LUTs, and I'm really enjoying that. I'll have the link to Power Director below. So I've used quite a few different editing packages. You know, I think the Adobe Cloud Suite, while great, it's a little bit expensive and probably a little bit beyond as a hobbyist what I want to use. You know, definitely professionally it's the go-to, but I've been really liking Power Director 16. I started with Power Director 15. They've now upgraded it. First patch has come out. Really nice. Really happy with it. Price point, depending on what kind of package you get, anywhere from, you can get it on sale on Amazon, anywhere from the high 50s to about 120 with, you know, all the bells and whistles. And I highly recommend it. You know, if you're a Windows user, now it's Windows only. So if you're a Windows user and that's, you know, you don't want to spend a ton of money or get locked into subscriptions like me, it was a good option. Now there's some other ones out there. I also have Resolve Studio, and that's a great one, but that's, you know, again, it's getting a little bit complex. And as a hobby and just throwing these up on YouTube, I don't have time to kind of remember how to do them all and everything. So with Power Director 16, I've just got templates set up. I load the templates, I throw in the video, clean them up a little bit, produce them, upload them to YouTube, and I'm done. Don't spend a lot of time on it. So it's been working well for me. I used to use iMovie, but iMovie kind of lacked the sophistication that I needed. I needed a little bit more. And plus the power to get in Apple, what I could get in PC, just was crazy. I was going to have to spend like 5,000 bucks, and then I basically built a 6-core or 8-core monster for around 1,200 bucks. You know, so 5,000, 1,200. You can see which one won out. So anyways, so I've been really happy, and Power Director really takes advantage of the cores and the GPU card. I use AMD GPU card because it uses OpenCL, and Power Director can take advantage of that. Just kind of checking things here as I'm drifting out. So I'm coming down on low battery, so I think I'm going to issue a return to home in a second. But anyways, it's been working out really well. So anyways, I give Power Director a big thumbs up. So she's getting out there ways. I'm going to issue a return to home on this guy. Return to home and land. She's coming back home. And just headed back this way. She's out there about 1,000 feet, but no problem coming back in the amount of time. Sorry for the cough. It's still a little bit cold out here. It is late November, almost December, almost Christmas time here in Michigan. So here she comes back. And she's almost here, almost right above us. Yep, just on target. And she's going to be coming down here in a second. Get a few minutes of video. Another great flight of the Spark. Again, been loving it. So far, you know, so I sold the Phantom 3. I've sold the Huron. I've sold the Cheerson CX20. You know, because the Huron, I liked it, but it just wasn't the thing. Over the winter, I'm going to build my own FPV racer the way I want it. So that's why I sold that one. The Phantom 3, the Typhoon just beats it all to heck. No sense having it. I still have the Up Air. I still have never flown the Up Air yet. I had that compass calibration problem, and it's just been sitting on a shelf ever since. Because between the Spark, the 3DR, and the Typhoon, I've been having my hands full. I got enough to fly, so I've been very happy with that. I'm going to save out the video. And so the video's saved, and let's just set it down on the ground, and we'll call it a flight. So anyways, Great flight of this Spark on Lake Huron today. Give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget subscribe button. Let me know what you're having for lunch, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.